A lot of investors I partner with have one major challenge. They are busy professionals that love to create memories with their families, but are too busy to actively look and find value-add real estate that cash flows. Hey guys, I'm John Fortes, and I want to partner with you. I provide investment opportunities through apartment syndications that allow my partners to invest passively so they don't have to worry about trading more time for money. If you are interested in creating passive streams of income, wealth creation, and all the tax benefits that come along with investing through real estate, I encourage you to fill out the form at www.investwithfortes.com. Invest today so that tomorrow you can trade money for time. Once again, that's www.investwithfortes.com. And I can't wait to partner with you.
Are you a busy professional looking to diversify your portfolio? Ever wanted to passively invest in real estate but don't know where to start? John Fortes provides you with a guide to passively invest in real estate. This is the Passive Investor Show.
And now, the Passive Investor Show. Here's your host, John Fortes.
Hello, PI listeners. Thank you for lending me your time today. Welcome to the Passive Investor Show. I'm John Fortes. Our goal is to provide you, the busy professional, with passive investing tips and tricks for your real estate investments to leverage more time for you to focus on your true passions. Let's get to work. Welcome, PI listeners, to the Passive Investor Show. I'm John Fortes. Our goal and purpose of this show is to be a resource to passive investors and help them master their investments in real estate funds. The capital call process. In real estate, the term capital call is taken in a negative connotation. Reason being is it's used when an inexperienced syndicator doesn't raise enough and they experience some hiccups due to their lack of experience and poor decision making. They then reach back out to their investors in the form of capital call, requesting more capital from those investors already in the deal. Hence, the negative connotation of capital call. The capital call is the right terminology when it comes to raising the capital in all sense. But in the multifamily space, it's swapped out for the term offering, the deal, investment opportunity, or the raise. As you get familiar and experience it a couple times, as you prepare for your first investment, or maybe even your 40th investment in a syndication fund, you'll get comfortable with the process. You'll experience the capital call, presentation, questions to ask, and wiring your investment. Then voila, your first investment into a syndication has been complete. Let's dive into what the capital call looks like. Please understand that the industry could reference this as the offering, the deal, investment opportunity, or the raise, as we discussed earlier. The offering opportunity. Pending the sophistication of the sponsor, the offering is sent out via email or by private investor portal. The opportunity, which invites investors to participate into an opportunity. Now let's back up and discuss what the private investor portal is. The private investor portal is where some sponsors house their committed investors and allows them to present and streamline the process for investors, like how one would log into their brokerage account and see their investments. Same goes for the investor portal. You can view all your investments made with that sponsor all in one place, which makes it easier for the investor and operator presenting the deal. As we dive into the process, you would be able to do all of this via the portal. Now, John, why would an operator opt to pay for an investor portal? A portal saves time for both operators and the investors, shows sophistication and professionalism, also streamlines the investment process for all their investors. The portal allows investors to soft commit, sign your legal docs, set up your bank account, wire your committed investment, and receive your dividend payments, as well as receive all your documents you need at the end of the year, like the K-1. How do you get access to an operator's investor portal? Great question. As you are vetting a sponsor, they are vetting you. After your investor call, both parties will have a better understanding if they can partner together. If yes, the invitation for the portal would be sent to the investor. If no, then you both can go your separate ways and you will not be invited to the investor portal. The process is the same with someone working directly out of an email format. Operators have a CRM system, customer relationship management system, that allows them to keep track of their investors. This allows them to know who to send their deal to and who hasn't been vetted just yet. Can't get the deal until you've been on the call and built a relationship with the operator. The offering states the announcement of the asset that is being purchased that has been thoroughly vetted and conservatively underwritten. If there happens to be a webinar or a recorded call, it will be shown there with the time and details for that. All questions will be answered on the recorded call and webinar. If there is a recorded call webinar, there will be the investor's chance to ask questions related to the opportunity. Granted, all questions should already be there and answered for you on the presentation, webinar, or the call. You can request more information as well, which will be stated on the offering to reach out if you need any more information. All investors will receive the presentation of the deal to review as well. As a first-time investor or experienced investor, you will participate in the entire process to see if this deal fits your passive investment criteria. The investor call on the webinar. Some institutions use a webinar. Some prefer a recorded call. During the webinar, you will be walked through the investment process, sometimes in the entirety of the presentation. If a call is the format, you will receive the presentation for you to personally review. During the call or webinar, all investors will not be able to view participants, as the investors like to remain private. You will be guided through the asset and how it was vetted, the business plan, sponsor fees, and why the sponsors like the deal. Questions are emailed to the sponsored during the call to keep the privacy of the investors. All frequently asked questions will be answered as well. Both formats are recorded for investors so that they can review them later, and also for the investors that did not make the call. Additional questions, PPM subscription, and wiring funds. Though you made it through the webinar or call, you may not have had all your questions answered at that time. You might not even have any at that time. What can you do? You can always reach out to the sponsor, and depending on the complexity, you have 3 options. You can text, email, or call. Once all your questions have been answered and everything checks your passive investment boxes, you will receive the private placement memorandum, aka the PPM, and the subscription. Read them over and even review them with your attorney if it makes you comfortable. Your lawyer and private placement memorandum will detail all the risks of making the investment. It's long and intimidating as a first timer, but it details everything you need to know about the investment. Once all set, sign the subscription. The last step is wiring the capital to the account accompanied with the private placement memorandum. Investors either use personal excess funds, not their emergency funds, self-directed 401k funds, whole life insurance policy funds, or any other means they are planning to utilize to fulfill their committed investment. Congratulations, you have officially invested in your first real estate passive investment. The last thing I want to make you aware of is the timeline for all this. It varies with each sponsor. A capital call can be opened anywhere from 60 to a year long, pending the investor database. The more investors the sponsor has, the faster the fund will fill up. And if you don't commit to the investment, you have to wait till the next opportunity. Of course, committing is only half of the battle. Remember when I mentioned the soft commit earlier? Your spot is not secured until the funds are officially wired to the fund and verified. Experienced investors have a leg up on securing their spots than first-time investors who take their time through the process. Anything wired after the fund is closed will be returned to those investors that came after the bell. I hope that gives you a great idea of the capital call process. PI listeners, thank you for listening. As always, we hope this was the best resource for your investment strategy, but also the best use of your time. As much as it pains us to leave you, but you know what time it is. Time to go put this into practice. Till the next time we meet. Happy investing. PI listeners, I'm grateful for your time and I appreciate you for listening. For more information, go to passiveinvestorshow.com. If any of this resonates with you, please subscribe and leave a review. The more you know, the more we grow. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time.